it's hard to explain. Somebody I know named Kevin Wildes, he's on First Things First. He's a writer, producer, a comedian. Now he's on the air every morning with Nick Wright and the fellas and Jenna Wolf. And he had his theory years ago. He said, you walk around New York City, it was the crowded bar theory. He said, nobody wants to walk into an empty bar. You're with your girl, you're with buddies. There's no juice, there's no energy. He said, if I owned a bar, I would have a curtain. And on slow nights, I would close the curtain, shrink the bar to make it look more crowded. And then as people poured in, because people want to be part of momentum. They want to be part of a party. They want energy. They want juice. And one of the things that you're seeing like Tampa do is that all of a sudden they created juice. They created momentum. Oh, here comes Brady and Gronk and Leonard Fournette. People want to be part of that. Athletes want to be part of that. Matt Stafford chose the Rams because he didn't feel the juice or the energy with New England. He said, I don't want to go to New England. I want to go to the Rams. They're deal makers. Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, they're deal makers. Sometimes you have to create momentum because people want to be part of cool things. So J.J. Watt is now on the market. He gave up $17 million. I'm done. Green Bay is where he should go. I don't know if it's the best schematic fit, but I know that Green Bay needs to create momentum. They're like a bar stool missing a leg. There's 3 ways you can create great teams. Tampa used all of them. You can draft, and then there's trades, and then there's free agency. But we know Green Bay always sounds interested, and they say they're interested, but the Packers' history tells you they'll build through the draft. They're the bar stool missing a leg. You can't have Favre and Rodgers for 25 years and 2 Super Bowls. And the reason is they got to create some momentum here and go for it. And if you got to overpay a little, just do it. The Rams are aggressive. Seattle's aggressive. The Saints are aggressive. Tampa Bay's aggressive. Jerry Jones is aggressive. Philadelphia, sometimes to a fault, has been aggressive. You're passive. Even in your draft last year, Tampa's draft was, they went and got a rookie safety and Tristan Wirfs, and it was a now draft. Let's get players now and win now. And Tampa got a quarterback who won't play and a running back because our running backs are going to be free agent in 1 year. It was a later draft. It's time to do stuff now. It's time to create Green Bay some momentum where talented, cool people want to be part of it. Take the Dockers off. Dip into your 401k. Green Bay does so many things right. They live below their means. They put money away. Sometimes you got to go on a cruise you can't afford. You got to book first-class tickets to London way over your budget. You got to live a little. I was just talking to a friend the other day. He's taking his family to Hawaii. He goes, we spent way too much North Shore of Hawaii for the house. I said, no, you didn't. I said, what you don't want to do is get there and look at the family that's no better than you, and they're on the beach and you're 7 rows back. That's a lousy vacation. Nobody ever vacations on the beach in Hawaii and goes, you know, I could have saved money. Yeah, the kids are surfing. I got a luau. I could have saved $400. Nobody thinks that. Go for it. You'll figure out a way to make it work. J.J. Watt is perfect for the Packers. He does fit in need. And remember, Aaron Rodgers now is 37. He's not interested in you drafting later players. He wants what Tom's getting, now players, in the draft and in free agency. Gronk doesn't have much left, but he had enough left to make a big catch in the Super Bowl. I think you owe it to Aaron. You owe it to now. I think you have to, symbolically it matters. Motivationally it matters. Be cool. Be the cool bar. Don't walk past Green Bay and always feel like, not a lot of juice. It's a well-run bar. The drinks are solid. They make enough money to sustain themselves for 20 years. Don't you want to be the bar once in a while where the party's going on? Go get J.J. Watt. Okay, he's a Hall of Fame lock. He's made his money. He wants to play there. A couple years ago, Peter King was interviewing him. They had these inter-squad games. The Texans and Green Bay were going to play like a game a couple days later, a preseason game or something, and they had an inter-squad practice. Here was J.J. Watt, Wisconsin kid, talking about it.
I don't get overly emotional for too many things, and today was one of them. I mean, I literally have looked through these fences as a kid and watched practice, watched Brett Favre practice. I've seen the bike tradition. I've stood outside the gates by the players' lot and tried to get autographs. So for me, this was literally a dream that I've had since I was a little kid. And so to be able to walk out on these practice fields and play in the shadows of Lambeau Field, it was pretty special.
He's a Packer. By the way, PFF, top 7 at his position in the NFL. Every year he's been in the NFL, he's been top 10 at his position. He's had some injuries. He's kind of expensive, but here's the reality. PFF, 7th best player at his position. Go get him. Make it happen. Create some momentum. Please. Have that third leg to the bar stool just once. Joy with the news.